In Uganda, the family unit is the core of daily life. Knowing how to properly address the people in your home is your first step to communicating confidently across all of East Africa. To do that, we start with Kiswahili. It is a highly accessible, phonetic language. That means you read and pronounce words exactly as they are written on the page. We can see this in action with the 5 core vowels. Repeat them as they highlight on screen. A, E, O, U. Every single word in Kiswahili is built on these 5 simple sounds. Mastering them gives you the vocal foundation you need to respectfully address anyone in a household. Let's apply those sounds to the people at home by looking at the family tree, or mti wa familia. This diagram outlines the immediate family unit. We have the father, baba, and the mother, mama. For siblings, an older brother is kaka, and an older sister is dada. Looking at the very top of the tree, we find the grandparents. The grandfather is babu, and the grandmother is nyanya or bibi. These core titles remain consistent everywhere. But as you move out into the extended branches of the tree, Kiswahili applies specific cultural rules that you must follow. If you try to directly translate the English words uncle and aunt for every relative, you will create serious misunderstandings in a Kiswahili-speaking home. Notice this branch on the mother's side of the diagram. The term mjomba is strictly reserved for your mother's brother. To remember this, use the first letter. M is for mother's brother. Now shift over to the father's side. The father's sister is called shangazi. Precision matters here. Calling your father's brother mjomba is considered highly disrespectful. Using the correct title proves you understand the family structure. That same expectation of respect dictates daily interactions. Greeting a peer is straightforward. One person says, hujambo, meaning how are you, and the other replies, sijambo, meaning I am fine. But when speaking to an elder, that casual greeting goes away entirely. You must use the mandatory greeting, shikamu, meaning I respect you. This logic flow shows the rigid rule for the response. You can never answer shikamu with sijambo or muzuri. The only accepted response is marahaba. Executing this specific exchange correctly demonstrates adabu, or good manners. It instantly signals to elders anywhere in East Africa that you are polite and well-raised. Once you know who the people are, you need to describe what they are doing. Let's look at household chores, or majukumu. To construct these sentences, Kiswahili uses the a-wa grammar rule, which is reserved exclusively for living things. Here in the left column is the singular rule, umoja. For one living thing, use the prefix a. The child is reading becomes mtoto anasoma. In the right column is the plural rule, wingi. The prefix changes to wa. It becomes watoto wanasoma. By simply swapping the letter A for the letters WA, you immediately change the scale of any action taking place in the home. Let's put that rule to the test. If the farmer is slashing the compound is mukulima anafyeka uwanja, how do you make it plural? The prefix A drops, and wa takes its place. Ukulima wanafyeka uwanja. Now, here is where many students make a mistake. They assume this rule is just for humans. It is not. The A-Wa class covers all living creatures, including insects, birds, and livestock. Watch the text here. Because a cow is living, the cow is eating is gombe anakula. If we have a herd, the cows are eating becomes gombe wanakula. In Kiswahili grammar, all living things share the exact same structural status. You build sentences for animals exactly as you do for people. Let's lock in your 3-part cheat sheet for the home. First, the extended family. Mjomba is strictly your mother's brother, and shangazi is your father's sister. Second, the respect rule. When you greet an elder with shikamo, they will acknowledge it with marahaba. Finally, the grammar rule. All living things take a for singular actions and wa for plural actions. Keep practicing these sounds, titles, and rules. Taking the time to address your relatives correctly is how you build trust and strong relationships across the region.